Yeah.
Hey, is that tape nearby? I'm going to get this.
And good evening, everybody. This is Tom Boucher alongside Lewis Love this evening for your high school football Menard Eagles Week 9 as I try to get positioned in the box here. And Lewis Love is joining me because David Perkins is out, as we heard before. He is, okay. I know that's working. That's live. All right. So my phone somehow is, at least I know we're live, Lewis. Welcome to the show, Lewis.
We're having technical difficulties already.
Man, has there been technical difficulties. As you can see on the broadcast, HSM and Oakdale Warriors, we are on the road tonight on this Friday, October 20, what is it, the 28th, Lewis?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Let's go with it.
Yeah.
We got you on camera now, Lewis. Lewis is showing the Menard Eagle, what do they call them, the dance line and the cheerleaders and pom-pom girls. I'm not sure what they're called now, eaglettes maybe. And they're getting ready for the football team to come out and run through the sign and get Week 9 underway. We are, expecting some rain tonight, Lewis, but we moved you outside anyway.
Right. And tell them why. We have 4 windows in front of us that block the view of the camera, so we moved the camera out in the stands.
Yeah, the windows are, what would you say? They're kind of running vertical.
Yeah, the little.
And they're about 2 feet in width, maybe 2.5 feet in width. Just so tiny, kind of tiny windows, and when you slide them, shut.
The window frame is.
The frame, you got like 6 pieces of the window frame. So every 5 or 10 yards, you got a window frame in the way. So Lewis is going to brave the weather tonight as he's under the eave a little bit, and we're going to see how long we can go. we may experience a little bit of downtime with the camera if it starts to rain tonight. Everybody has been looking at the weather, and it looks like it's pushed to a little bit later tonight, like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And hopefully this game will run fairly quickly, and we'll be out of here by then. If the coaches are paying attention to the weather and decide to run, Lewis, they could make it make it quick, huh?
Here comes Oakdale.
So that's pretty loud. That's coming off of your headset, actually. Believe it or not, what a pickup, huh? With the we even have a crowd mic, and that didn't even pick that up.
I'm amongst them.
So the Oakdale Warriors just came out onto the field, as you saw Lewis showing them, and they had some smoke in the colors of purple and gold. Lewis, I have to say, we are the voice of the Eagles and the vision of the Eagles, but I do like the colors of the Oakdale Warriors, huh?
Yeah, the purple and gold.
Yeah. You know, anytime you see purple and gold, you got to love it. It makes me think of my beloved Tigers. So anyway, but tonight we're talking about Menard. Menard is 2-8 on the year, 1-2 in district, and they're playing for their playoff lives tonight, Lewis.
Yeah, I actually did the Pickering game with David.
You got the victory.
Right, and it was it looked pretty easy against Pickering, but I understand that last week wasn't so easy against Rose Pine.
You're correct, 100% correct. It was not easy at all. In fact, if you look at the overall record, Voiles won the district last night by beating Rose Pine 68-45.
Wow.
Was the score. And so they're undefeated in district. Rose Pine with one loss, so they'll finish second in the district. Looking at Oakdale, I believe Oakdale is 5-3 overall, if I'm not mistaken. They have 5-2 here, but that would mean that they've missed a game, unless they had to, somebody had to forfeit or whatever. But that would have given them a victory. But they're listed as 5-2 in Go Preps. And everybody else has played 8 games. So I'm not sure about that. I didn't get a chance to ask Coach about that. But I know that they are tied with Menard at 1-1 or 1-2 in district play.
We both got Pickering.
Yeah, both got Pickering. That's right. They have, if I'm not mistaken, they have Rose Pine left next week to finish. We're done with district. This is our last district game. And we play Glen Oaks next week in Baton Rouge on the road, and they played Madison Prep last night to beat the weather. A lot of schools played last night on Thursday to beat the weather, and Madison Prep beat Glen Oaks 48-12, and Glen Oaks falls to 2-8 on the year. Menard is 2-6. I bet you that's 2-7 for Glen Oaks, because a lot of times they're counting the jamboree. For some reason, I don't know why they do that, but they can't have played 10 games, or maybe they wanted to play 11 knowing they wouldn't make the playoffs, and maybe they give Menard an 11th game for them, because Menard, with being the odd number of teams in the district, they ended up drawing the straw that gave us the bye at the last week of the season, week 10, so they had to scramble to find somebody to play 10 games, which you have to if you want to make your playoff life, because if they were to lose tonight, right now they sit at number 24 out of 24 teams that make the playoffs. They would play Loyola Prep if it ended, before tonight's game. They would have played Loyola Prep in Shreveport as the number 9 seed and the 24 seed would play each other, because out of the 24 teams, the top.
You probably have 8 buys.
Yeah, 8 buys. So the Eagles are about to come on the field. We'll stay and show you that as they break through. We welcome everybody tonight. As you can see, our sponsors up in the top right-hand corner, Edward Jones, John Wolf in Pineville, Louisiana. They making sense of your investments. Valix Federal Credit Union. We got Red River Bank, the Wilder Group. We've got Duncan's Pest Control. And obviously we're on Full Force 6 Sports. Walk-Ons, our major title sponsor. You can see they're always at the bottom of the screen on the right. Giles Hyundai just recently bought the Hyundai dealership in Alexandria, and they're coming to town. and coming to the area and coming to Pineville. The Wilder Real Estate, as you can see, your friends in real estate, owned by Rusty and Jennifer Wilder. Great real estate folks. State Farm, that's Randy Wiggins State Farm is on there for the sponsorship. And, of course, Red River Bank, as I said, and Insight Audio and Video, giving us the opportunity to have the show live tonight, as well as all the coaches' shows. All of our away games are off of a hotspot that Insight Audio and Video use. And they gave us permission to use it this year, so we want to thank them. And Wallace Eye Center, can't forget them, as they are a major title sponsor. You'll see their commercials running throughout the evening. So for all of our sponsors tonight, thank you so much for making this year possible to bring you all this live video and all of the games tonight. You can see the captains are headed up. We're going to take some commercial breaks to pay for everything, and then we'll be back and we'll tell you how the captains did tonight, as the captains are John Tavius Hargrove, number 9, and number 33, Cooper Scott, the 2 seniors coming out, 2 of the 8 anyway. So we'll take a break. You're watching Menard Eagle football on Sunny 106. Sunny 106. Look at that. Boy, is that habit or what? After how many years?
Lots.
And you're back with me. That's why I did it, because, we're back together. The coaches give me a pat on the back. It's okay. 446 Sports. Don't tell Doug that I did that. All right, we'll be back right after this.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
The 2022 Time Dealer of the Year, Bob Giles, is now the new Hyundai dealer in Cenla. Bob earned the industry's most prestigious award out of 16,000 new car dealers nationwide.
Hi, I'm Bob Giles, and I promise our team at the all-new Giles Hyundai will do everything possible to live up to the high standards that earned us this most prestigious honor. And with the utmost enthusiasm, we greatly look forward to serving you.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
And we're back live, Lewis. Whenever we come back, we're just going to come straight to the camera, since we don't have a press box camera. We're going to have the prayer and the national anthem here pretty soon. So just a real quick update. The Eagles won the toss, and they elected to receive, so the Eagles will go on offense first when we come back. We're going to take another break, and we'll be back right after these messages and the prayer and the national anthem. And we're back live, Lewis. We're on your camera, and as you can tell, that was a great job. I did come in on the national anthem for the Oakdale Warriors band playing the national anthem. And
did a good job.
They did a very good job, Lewis. It's great to have you back with me tonight, and thanks for filling in during the Pickering game. And since you said that, that's been one of the 2 wins that the Eagles have had, and so hopefully your good luck in bringing a 3rd win to them now that you're filling in for David.
Well, I'm amazed at all this technology we have now.
Isn't it changed?
Yeah, it changed a lot.
Quite a bit. Yeah. You should be here to set it up.
Yeah.
It's something else. And then and then have to clean the windows too. So we do it all here. But this is going to be great. I mean, thank you for putting the camera out there. It's not having you inside is, for us to kind of bounce off. But you're right in front of me. If folks could see us, the windows are the windows open right in front of me, and Lewis is just standing right there. I mean, I can reach out and tap him on the head if I need to, and for us to be able to communicate with one another if our mics are off. But as you can see, the Oakdale Warriors are set to kick it off as we're looking at the Menard Eagles front line. Got to make sure, if Coach Dietrich, Destin Dietrich of the Oakdale Warriors has watched all the film, they would have seen that Menard's front line has had trouble handling onside kicks from the Avoyelles game. So it'll be interesting to see if Dietrich tries to do something here early, and hopefully the Eagles are prepared if they do. And speaking of Destin Dietrich, for the head coach of the Oakdale Warriors, I just want to thank him for getting us a roster and letting us into the press box tonight and giving us a space. He's been great. Here's a kick, and it is an onside kick, and we are told to go attack it, and the Eagles do. Great job by number 14, Carson Harrison, on the kickoff onside kick.
He actually caught that before it went 10 yards, which the receiving side is allowed to do that. The kicking side cannot. So he did go in and get the ball, aggressively get the ball before it reached 10 yards.
So we got to look tonight, and we'll try to give you all the starters because we may see some changes tonight a little bit, talking with the coaches. But we do have Michael Henry coming out to start. We've got Jaden Lewis. We're spreading it out like we did last week. We started to move the football, got a little movement. No, this is Jake Vaughn. We had two. Who was back there? Jake Vaughn picks up about 4 yards all the way out to the 45 as the Eagles are starting on the Oakdale 48. Make sure I put that down as I try to keep track. Oakdale 48-yard line. Great start for the Eagles as Jake Vaughn, the freshman, is out there at quarterback. That's one of the first changes that we've seen. Also, look at number 25 out there. That's David Roberts. He's going to play a little almost a fullback type of thing as they've got a 3-man set in the back, and under center they give it to Roberts, and he's trying to bull his way up. And sometimes you're going to see, Brock is at center, but is that Roberts that carried it?
It almost looked like the old T formation.
I think that was Carter Marcantel, number 29. The linebacker, Carter Marcantel, playing offensive running back. As the what was that formation you said?
It looked like the T, where they had three running backs lined up behind the quarterback.
They've got it now again, and the quarterback is he is under center, and he hands it off. Thank goodness, because he was hit, and we did not pick up the first down. That we're going to be stopped short. You got to like the down marker, Lewis. We can actually see it.
Oh yeah.
That is
speaking of technology.
For old eyes, it is electronic, and it is bright. It looks like they just changed the batteries on it. Hopefully you don't have to plug it in because they'd have to keep moving it.
It's going to be 4th and 2, though.
4th and 2. They got to get to the 39-yard line. Under center is Vaughn. They're going to give it to Jontavius Hargrove. He picks it up, got the first down. Huge play by JC, Justin Charles, to take it on that 4th down, and they come through. So showing a little something that we haven't seen on video all week. Oakdale kind of have to make adjustments on the fly. You got number 66, that is Roy, Jack Roy. 57, That is Cooper Brown. The offensive line pretty much intact. That's your left side. And you got Brock Bordelon, number 70 at center. And I'm sure Dusang is over on the right. And it looks like, let's see if 20. No, Roberts is leading the way, trying to hit a block. Carter Markinzel running hard. He was hit behind the line, Lewis, but ended up with at least about a yard maybe.
Interesting that they got the freshman, Jake Vaughn, starting tonight. I saw both quarterbacks warming up pregame, so I didn't see any injury issues.
I think they're just trying to do something different, tonight. Cooper Scott in the game, number 33 now. That's 63, I believe. Gage Oser, who has been the right guard all along, and then, of course, number 78. And, of course, we're switching sides now, so that's something different, too. They're switching up even the offensive line, maybe trying to run left side behind Dusang, and he's going to pull. Jontavius Hargrove's got it, and we've got good action. Carter Markintel taking on – oh, no, that was Gage Oser. Number 63 taking on a defender right there, and they both went to the ground. Good action.
That's what you call a pancake.
Nice job by the Eagles to pick up about maybe 5 on the play, 6. It's going to be a third. We'll call it 3, a long 3. Vaughn is under center, as you can see, as the picture is behind.
They're in the T formation, 3 running backs.
That's Cooper Scott in the middle, and they're going to give it to Jontavius. He's got the outside, now cut it up. Running north and south, got the first down inside the 25 to the 20. This is a great start for the Eagles, and we've had those, folks, as you've tuned in and watched us tonight, and we thank you for tuning in and being with us here on 446 Sports. It's been a joy all year for that, to bring you this live action, and maybe even some Oakdale Warrior fans tuning in. We're grateful. We'll try to get some numbers out there for the defense making tackles. Up the middle is Cooper Scott on the big first down play, and he's going to pick up a couple. But, Lewis, one of the things the coaches and I talked about Wednesday night was not only getting a great start, but you got to finish.
Right.
You know, you hadn't been around. We had not been able to finish much when you get shut out 4 times and then score 2 points, on a punt over the snap over the punter into the end zone, and pick up the 2 points, which is what happened last week. So we've got to put some points on the board. 2nd down and 8, and they're going to hand it off to Jontavius, and they've got penetration there. That is number 7, Justin Alsbury, in on the tackle with a couple other Warriors. Looks like number 8 might have been in there with him as well, Angel Moro. And we'll try to get some numbers out there. Number 70 is out there for you. William DeVille on the defensive line. 63 maybe?
That T formation gives you quite a few options out of the running game. We haven't seen – we did see the quarterback keep it one time.
Nope.
Mostly the fullback going up the middle or leading the one of the tailbacks.
Now we're in a trip, receivers to the near side, one to the far. We're going to throw it now, wide open across the middle. That is hauled in by Matt Kirk, and he heard the footsteps but still hung on. That's something that we've had some issues with as well.
Yeah, good pass, good catch. Hit him right where he needed to, because he was hit immediately after the ball got there.
Oh, on the screen it looks great. You can see the down marker. It's 4th down and a long 3. We need it. They're trying to draw them off sides. Now they're going to look over. Got 20 seconds on the play clock, so no need to rush. 6:01 to play in the first quarter, and the Eagles are driving. They started this drive at the Oakdale 48-yard line as Carson Harrison just attacked the football.
Yeah, they're going to call a timeout.
So the Eagles will take a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout and take a commercial break, and we'll be back right after these messages. This is Menard Eagle Football on 446 Sports.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
And we're back. I know it's a dark spot right there, but trying to get the main camera up, and there it is. as the Eagles have their 4th down play, and they decide that they're going to give Ryan Hicks, number 30, a chance at the field goal. That's set up at about the 21. That's going to be a 31-yard field goal. The Eagles are down at the 19 on this first drive. 21-yard field goal. The kick is up. Oh, it looks great. Oh, and he pushed it left, Lewis?
I guess so. It was plenty long enough. It had to have been pushed left a little bit.
Missed field goal. So the Eagles had a great opportunity to get on the board first with a, let's see, that would be 30. That's a 29-yard drive down to the Oakdale. That was Oakdale 18, I believe. And they're not sure where they're going to place it. I guess they mark it at the spot of the field goal try. Oh, no. Because it missed and went out of, they just mark it.
Right, it was inside the 20,
it's like a punt.
So they bring it to the 20.
Yep. So they'll start at their own 20-yard line. Let's see what the defense can do. The Eagle defense out there. You've got Carter Marcantel at the linebacker spot, outside linebacker on the left side. They're going to go up the middle, and the Eagles stuff it.
Nothing.
That's David, let's see, 25 is David Roberts in on the tackle, along with number 51 as they moved Deuce Kirk, in on the tackle. I'm sure Dusang was there. Number 77, Jack Melton getting the start tonight, right next as a defensive lineman. And then on the outside, John Tavius Hargrove. You've got number 2 is Cody Lyons at safety, along with Jaden. And boy, Carter Marcantel lost his spot, and he makes it to the outside as Jaden Lewis makes the tackle. A big pickup, but Carter cannot get caught, coming inside and losing ground like that.
That was an option. He may have had the quarterback on that particular play, and it's up to the strong safety or one of the linebackers to actually take the running back, and they're just a little late getting there.
Yeah, they weren't anywhere. I mean, that pitch was nice. He got around Carter and hit the sideline, set up a first down now at their own 35-yard line. Handoff up the middle, and it's going to be stacked up. Nice job by Deuce Kirk and Carter Marcantel coming in to help with the tackle. David Roberts, number 25, and Melton in on it. Cooper Scott at linebacker as well. Carson Harrison is your right cornerback. You've got number 4 is Tyler McVeigh, who is playing kind of an outside linebacker position. Jaden Lewis playing the free safety. So offside's going to be
look like a little movement.
Oh, they're going to call defensive offsides on the Eagles, and a 2nd and 9 is going to be now a 2nd and 4.
Wow, that's a tough penalty right there.
It is hard to take.
Well, in high school, all they have to do is break the plane. Doesn't matter if they get back or not. It's just breaking the plane of the neutral zone, and it's offsides.
You can bring that out a little bit if you want it. I think you got a wider shot, huh? There you go. Great shot. Camera's great. There's up the middle, and Deuce Kirk is right there to wrap him up and bring him down. Deucing as well. He's going to give him a couple of yards. Going to set up 3rd and 1. And let's see if the Eagles can get some penetration on defense and back them up and hit them behind the line here. Number 11 for that's Cade Dozot. Number 13, that's a quarterback. 21 and 13 are going out to the far side of the field. That's Keen Michel, and 13 is Elijah Anderson. And they're going to hand it off, and he's coming around the edge. Oh, and they got him. They're going to drop him for about a 3-yard loss. Deuce Kirk made it back there. So did Carter Marcantel and David Roberts, dropping for about a 2.5, maybe 3-yard loss. It's going to set up 4th and 4. They got to get to the 45-yard line. But that's not 4. That's like 2 yards.
Yeah, it's barely.
Wow.
Barely 2.
That's sure looked like they dropped him further back than that. So 4th and 2, but that will draw a punt as they make it to the 43-yard line. 43, that's a 23-yard drive. And we'll see if we can, almost had it. Might have got a finger on it. But that was David Roberts. He was so close. That ball will bounce down inside the 20, down to the 15.
I think Menard was playing protect, maybe thinking it'd be a fake punt, so they didn't put anybody back to receive it.
Well, I'll tell you the reason why that happens, Lewis. We have trouble handling the football.
So just
kind of like LSU.
So just don't handle it.
Don't handle it. We've caught it in the wrong spot. We've dropped it. We've just not played the punt very well. And we've tried several people out there, and it's like, let's try to block it, and if we don't, just see where it ends up.
Yeah,
at least we get the football.
They give up a little field position doing that because it's all the way back to the 15-yard line.
Well, they do, but they have the football.
True.
So let's see. Is that Vaughn again? It looks like it may be Vaughn. No, it's Henry in there now, and he's going to hand it off, and really not a whole lot of push for the offensive line there. It's going to be a short gain, maybe one at best, setting up second down at 9. Jaden Lewis is on the near side of the field. And then on the far side, let's see who that is. They're looking over, see if they brought in the big guys again. I bet Carter Barkentel was really excited that he was getting a shot to run the football. John Tavius Hargrove is back there. He's going to be back alone. Cooper Scott is up tight behind the right tackle, or left tackle. The pass is going to go out. Oh, he overthrows Cooper. And had a defender right there, Lewis. Probably why he couldn't throw it as early as you'd hoped he would.
I think sometimes he gets a little in a hurry in the backfield because you watch him during warm-ups and everything's dead on the money.
That's a really good picture you got there with that wide shot to be able to catch all that. Out of your screen is number 16, Lewis. He's split out. Trip receivers to the near side of the field, one to the far side. You got one man back. It's a 3rd and 9. We're not really set up for it, but Henry's going to roll out, and he's going to throw it, not take the sack. That's a smart move, and he had a receiver out there. I don't know if that was Gavin. No, it's number 10, Connor Knowles, who was in there, but it's a 4th down, and that's a punting situation right here. See if Ryan Hicks can flip the field a little bit. Couldn't really tell who was making the tackles back there, but number 14, Dakota Johnson, and 13, Elijah Anderson, are back for the punt. I don't think they realize that Ryan Hicks can punt it over their heads right here. They're standing at about their the Menard 48-yard line.
Yeah, and they got 2 of them back.
Yeah. If he gets into it, I don't know which way is the wind blowing. Is there any wind?
You can't really tell. The flag is limp over there, so.
All right, so not much. So Ryan is standing at his own 5-yard line. We need a really good punt here. Nothing bad. He's going to run. They move Dusang over, and he's going to run this way. He's a left-footed kicker, and here's the punt. Going to be hauled in at the 49, man. They had it pegged right.
Wow.
And going to be taken down. Nice job by the defense to not let him get to the outside. Let's see who that was on the play. Is that Markentel? Sure was. Boy, he's playing on fire tonight. He got the start on offense, and he's excited.
Sorry about the camera coverage there.
Oh, I did.
You put it up in the lights, and it opens up the
the iris?
Iris, and then it takes a while to adjust after that.
So a nice job and a great coverage. He caught it at the Menard 49, but ran backwards to avoid Carter, and Carter didn't let him get around him. And Markentel dropped him at the 39-yard line. Oh, no, 44-yard line of Oakdale. So Oakdale with pretty decent field position. That punt really helped him. The handoff is up the middle. Boy, he's got a hole. He's going to get to the outside. Number 2, Cody Lyons, was blocked. Jaden Lewis with a really weak start to his tackle and then hangs with him and is brought down at the 22. But that's after about a 15-yard pickup from the initial, reach that Jaden Lewis had on him.
Yeah, just right off tackle there. Did a good job of blocking the tackle and the linebacker.
What number was that running back? Was that number 18?
I thought it was 10, but.
Well, 10 would have been Cedric Allison. 18, we don't have an 18, so. That's 10, yep. Hand off to number 2 up the middle, and he's going going to pick up a couple down inside the 20, Lewis, I believe. And if that's the case, then we want to thank Red River Bank because the Warriors are inside the Eagles' red zone at the 19-yard line. And Red River Bank is our sponsor of the Red River Bank Red Zone. So thank you to Red River Bank. They are Louisiana Community Bank member FDIC, and they are all over Louisiana. Back to the action now. The handoff to number 10 up the middle. And he breaks a tackle and finally hauled down. But that was a nice job, I think, by 41 that on us. That's Tari's Kite that hit him first, Lewis, and then the others were able to get to him.
You got Roberts coming out of the game.
David Roberts, yep. Melton's still in there. John Tavius Hargrove. That's let's see who's coming in. Number 30, 31. That's a new number. Branson Buller is in. Let's see what they do. 3rd and 4. See if we can get some penetration. Oh, offsides. Man, oh man, oh man. Come on. That was Deuce Kirk, number 51 on the outside. That's going to pick up the first down.
That's the play they called in the huddle. Going on snap 2 instead of snap 1.
That has been our nemesis all year long, Lewis, is the fact that we kill ourselves with the penalties. And that's a big one. 3rd and 4. And you can maybe, have them go for it for 4th down if they don't have a place kicker. But, man, now you give them the first down, and you got to stop them for 4 downs. That is going to be a very short gain inside the 10 at the 9.5. And that was John Tavius. Was that Kirk? Yep, that was Kirk who made it around the edge to wrap him up around the ankles. That's going to be the end of the quarter, Lewis?
Yes, sir. End of the quarter.
End of the quarter. We are scoreless at the end of the first quarter, but Oakdale is threatening. We'll be back right after these messages. This is Menard Eagle Football on 446sports.com.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family. For all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Back, and Oakdale going to rush up to the line. 2nd down and 8 from the 9-yard line and just beyond the 9. And he's got the quarterback kept the football. He's got a big hole, broke tackles, and in the end zone. I do not see any laundry on the field, but number 10 just broke tackles and made his way through the line. Cedric Allison for the touchdown, and the Oakdale Warriors break the 0-0 score, and it's now 6-0.
Yeah, that was the quarterback. He actually kept it. That's the first time he's kept it. They just kind of lulled him to sleep with that handoff. It may be a read option for the quarterback, and he kept it and was able to bring it in for the touchdown. They're going for 2 here.
Yeah, number 14, Dakota Johnson back there. He's going to throw the football, and, boy, he had him wide open. We were fooled on that one, but he dropped the football in the end zone. That was number, 13 out there, Elijah Anderson as the receiver, and he just couldn't hang on. And Oakdale, that's good news for the Eagles as they now lead at 6-0. I mean, right here in this football game, but Lewis, penalties will kill you.
Yeah, 2 big ones.
Go back to the 2, the offsides on the defense on that, 4th down or, 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Yeah. with an opportunity to get a stop. And as you can tell, they don't even go for the extra point, so they don't have a field goal kicker. You know, they're not even kicking an extra point, you know, to take a 7-0 lead.
Right. Yeah, and they've onside the kickoff to start the game,
Yep.
so they must not have a place kicker at all.
Well, and I'll tell you this much, you know, the Eagles better be ready. They're going to – you expect maybe them to do that again, and you got to be ready. Cutter Knowles going to be out there. Cooper Scott, 57 up there. Hopefully that's a lineman with hands. That's Cooper Brown. And David Roberts, Carson Harrison, who picked it off last time. You know, sometimes I was talking to Coach about what about just having your front guys go out there and block, because they can hit the guys, you know, inside, you know, with prior to the 10-yard mark, and let your second line cradle the football. But, you know, I guess if the defenders are right there, the kickoff coverage team are right there by the football, you can't really do that. So here we go. They're going to kick it away. Whoa. Wow. Drove Shelton Maddox all the way back. He's got to pick. That's a live football.
Well, if it crosses the goal line, it's automatically dead.
Okay, good.
And he was sitting there. He was waiting for it to cross the goal line. The problem is if it had stopped at the 1,
yeah,
he would have had a very difficult return because
I was in there thinking, did he just down that? You know, but I couldn't see the end zone from up here. You got a better angle at the goal line. So that's going to come back out just like a punt. So the Eagles will start. This is their third drive on the night, and they start at their own 20. I think their last drive only made it to about the. I think we didn't even get a first down on that one, did we?
No, it was 3 and out on the last drive.
So maybe I give him 7 yards. We need a good, steady drive here. He's a handoff to John Tavius Hargrove's got the outside. See if he can burn on the speed. He's at the 40, cuts back. That's a face mask. Man, where was the official on the line over there? He spun him around. But I don't see the coaches. You know, maybe you just grabbed him on the shirt and spun him around. There's not a whole lot of people, you know, pulling their face mask. But what a big run. From the 20, that's a 30-yard run out to the 50-yard line for John Tavius Hargrove. Great job cutting it to the outside. So 13 is in the game now. That's Aiden Moran. He's got some speed. And they're going to take it up the middle to Cooper Scott, and he's bulling his way, breaking tackle, just hang on to the football. He's got 5 yards and falling forward, but they blew the whistle at 5. We'll take it. First down, Lewis, 5 yards. That's pretty good.
5 yards a pop. That's old Menard football right there. 5 yards a pop. Just bring it down the field.
We'll take that every time you touch the ball. If you can average 5 yards a pop, you're going to be in the end zone quite frequently. Oh, let me update the scoreboard here. Even though, back it up. 6-0. It is 6-0. We are in the second quarter with 10:38 to go, and the Eagles are driving. They're at the 45. Kirk trying to get to the outside. He breaks a tackle, and he's got the first down. That's a pickup of 7. Well, they'll call it 6 from where they're spotting it, but that is a first down. They're inside the 40, the Warriors' 40-yard line. Got a couple of scores, as I told you, from last night. A lot of teams played last night because of the impending rain that we thought was coming, and I say that because I don't want to jinx us, right, Lewis?
Well, I looked at the radar. I think we're going to get some before the game's over, but hopefully it'll be after halftime. Looks like Jake Vaughn's back in the game at quarterback.
Jake Vaughn, it's a first down and 10 from the Warrior of 39. They give it up the middle, and thank goodness he was Carter Marcantel fighting for some hard-fought couple of yards. They're going to give him 1.
I tell you what, that play, the near side running back actually went. The far side running back followed the fullback in the hole. The near side running back went around the left side, and there would have been a very open pitch if the quarterback would have kept the ball and pitched it to him. And that's probably a play we're going to see later in the game.
Hopefully they're setting that up, because that's John Tavius Hargrove. If they do that same thing and pitch it to Hargrove, he's going to give it. He's got a hole, breaking the boy. Hargrove running hard to the outside, carrying Warriors. Just hang on to the football, and he's way down inside the Warrior 20 to the 18, and that is the Warrior red zone and Red River Bank red zone. So far, we've had red zone drives going to the right side of the field as Menard's moving left to right. Thank you, Red River Bank, for sponsoring. Here we back. John Tavius trying that hole until they stop it, keep it going. That's another big 7 yards or so as he's down to the 11-yard line, and that's going to be a second down. I don't know, where's the chain guy going? He's got to go all the way back. He thought it was a first down.
When they kind of caught Oakdale off guard, they went with the quick count, and Oakdale wasn't even set when the ball was snapped.
Lewis, great job on the camera. Of course, I'm not watching it, but the picture looks great, and you've got a great shot right there of the offense. Is Jake Vaughn's under center. You can see how they're lined up in the T, and they're going to give it to Cooper Scott. He's got big yardage. That's a first down inside the 5. Oh, man. Looked like the 5, but it's the 6-yard line setting up first and goal for the Eagles.
Yeah, you could see from this angle the big hole that Cooper had on that play. They keep that up, and they're going to be gaining a lot of yards on the ground tonight.
Up the middle is Cooper Scott. Could be in the end zone. Touchdown! Eagles tie the game at 6 with Cooper Scott getting the touchdown on the 6-yard run. And the offensive line just pushing the Oakdale Warriors back, and that is what we needed, was to answer the touchdown by the Warriors.
And again, Menard kind of went hurry up on that entire drive, keeping Oakdale a little off balance, and that may come into play if conditioning could be a problem later in the game if they keep going that quick offense.
Yep, here's Ryan Hicks up. Let's see if he can split the uprights. The kick is up. It looks good. I thought the other one did too, and it is good. So the Eagles have their first lead of the game, and they had a shot to take the lead in the first with a field goal try. It was about 21 or 31-yard field goal, and he pushed it. And so that left it open for Oakdale to go on a drive, and they took it, all the way for the score. Actually, they had to punt, and then their second drive they scored with 56 yards, and they missed the 2-point conversion. So the Eagles lead it 7-6. We'll keep it here for now, Lewis. We've taken several breaks, and the Eagles are going to come out to kick, but that's a heck of an answer, Lewis.
Yeah, and it was all on the ground, and like I said, quick plays, not a lot of time between plays. Oakdale a little bit off balance, and that's pretty good strategy on the coach's part.
Yeah, that's looking good. That drive happened in the second quarter.
Started at the 20-yard line, so an 80-yard drive all on the ground.
All on the ground, and started with a huge 30-yard run at the very first play of that drive with John Tavius Hargrove. They found something that works on that left side of the field, on the off the left tackle, Lewis. That play off left tackle worked almost every time they ran it. Here's Hicks with the kick, and he is set. See if he can get it. It's a little poocher. See if they can handle it. It's on the ground. It's on the ground still, and he's got to cover it, and they'll get it at the 30-yard line. That's better than kicking it out of bounds. That's a nice play, Lewis.
Yeah, I mean, if you catch him sleeping or watching the ball, watching the guy in the back trying to set up the blocking, that we've seen that actually work, where you actually catch them off guard, they don't see the ball, and you're able to recover it.
How many times did we see it work, last year and the years before, with Menard?
Yeah, against us, yeah.
Last night, West Washita put it to Pineville. They're 0-9, the Rebels, 41-7. Here's the first play up the middle, and he's taken down, but he picked up some decent yards as they were able to get some penetration on the defense, and that's about a 5-yard gain on first down for the Warriors. Second down and 5 coming. Get the Warrior roster here. Melton still out there. Dusang, Tariz Kite, Deuce Kirk. They're switching around. Coach, there's Deuce had some penetration and just couldn't wrap him up. He picked up a couple of yards on the run.
And you can see, look how many Eagles are on the ball carrier. That's good gang tackling. Rally to the ball.
Yep. Hopefully Jaden Lewis just waiting to get up. His arms kind of trapped under there. I think that was number 10, Cedric Allison on the run. And it's going to set up a 3rd and 2. They got to get actually probably 3rd and 1. That sure looks like a lot farther spread than 1 yard, huh, Lewis?
That is. It may be a yard and a half. Short 2, they call it.
Let's just hope we don't jump on the first count. You know, look at everybody trying to jump. There's the handoff up the middle. Stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss. Oh, Jack Milton and Deuce St. piling on. That had to hurt number 6, Derek Green. Oh, man.
That's a lot of football player right there.
That's 2 football players. That's right. 2 for the price of 1 on that run. But he was hit behind the line. I think maybe Kirk got in there under his defender and grabbed the jersey. And that's going to be too much for Oakdale to take with that long 4th and, I'm going to say 2 yards now with that spread over there.
They need to talk. Those defensive linemen need to talk to each other about the snap here.
Yep.
There's no need to jump off or to just sit there and wait. They're punting the ball.
Timeout. So the Oakdale Warriors take their first timeout in the second quarter. We've got 6:36 to play in the quarter, and your Eagles lead it 7-6. You'll be back. This is Menard Eagle Football on 446sports.com. Back right after these messages.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
And we're back live. I think y'all can hear that. I'm going to go ahead and put the Nat mic on a little bit just to try to hear the band. Yeah, I'm going to try that light on, but, man, that makes it hard to see the field. Guess I need to point it down. So the Eagle defense going to just hold. There you go. Oh, man, they could have come and tried to get that one. It's a high-skied punt. Let's see if it gets it does get an Oakdale Warrior bounce. Wow. That's about an 8-yard bounce to the 23-yard line or so. So the Eagles will take over at their own 23. You know, when they saw it on the ground, they didn't have any reaction to go get it. They only gained, let's see, that was about a 4th and 4, right? So they got about to the 36-yard line, 37.
Yeah, but again, you're not having anybody back. Probably gave up 15 yards of field position.
It definitely hurts, but I tell you, they could have had the block on that. They were just kind of walking to make sure they didn't jump off sides.
Well, again, they may have been on a protect since it was only 4th and 4 in the middle of the field, guarding against the fake.
It looks like they got Vaughn. He's under center, and they're going to hand it off to John Tavius trying that left side. He broke it. He's got a man to beat. If he cuts it inside, he does. And, boy, grabbing him around the front and taking him down. Huge, huge run to the 33-yard line of Oakdale. My goodness, that was a heck of a run. That was a 30, 40, almost 40-yard run to go with the 30 he had in the first run last play.
Those are big chunks that they haven't been doing this year.
This is looking good. I like this. If they hurry up and snap, they can get an offsides. Too many men on the field. They get off. They're going to look over. The clock is running. We're in the second quarter. We're under 6 minutes now to go in the first half. And the Eagles are running the football, which means they're running the clock. Here's Cooper Scott up the middle, dragging Oakdale defenders for another 5, maybe 6 yards. That's out to the 30, 29-yard line of Oakdale. So that's almost 8 yards on the play. That was first down at the 36, I think, and now they're at the 24. Is that right? Yeah. 5, 6, 7 yards or so. So we got about a second down and maybe 3. The Eagles play clock's down to 9. Plenty of time. Everybody's getting set. Jontavius Hargrove. Carter Marcantel leading the way for Cooper Scott. That's enough for the first down as they break inside the 20-25. Looks like they're going to be on the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 here in the second quarter.
And they got Henry back in the game now, so they just alternating the quarterbacks. Well, actually,
no, Jake Vaughn's still in.
Okay,
number
yeah,
3.
I see. That's number 9 I'm looking at, not number 8.
Yep.
That's Jontavius Hargrove.
That's Hargrove, Cooper Scott. David Roberts back in the game now in place of Carter Marcantel. Oh, no, David, they're moving. Carter's still back there. They're just moving David over to the right. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Jake Vaughn could not handle the snap, and he did a nice job of just jumping on it at the 26. So that's going to lose about a yard. It's going to be second down and 11.
Just pulled out from under center a little too early, trying to initiate the play, and left the ball there.
Trying to get the score updated, 7-6 on the scoreboard. Eagles with the lead, man. It's been a long time since I put numbers on the board for the Eagles, so that felt good. So we've got the same set. We're just keep running if it works. And Hargrove, they fill the hole that time, and he's going to get it down inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. That's going to set up second down and 8. And you see Cooper Scott coming out, number 34 in the game for the Eagles. That is Asher Davis. Asher Davis, that's a new one. Sophomore, number 34. They're 10 seconds. I'll bet you we're taking a timeout here. We gotta get up there. We gotta run the play. We got 4 seconds. Got to get under center and call it. Here we go. There's Jontavius getting the edge. They hit him. He breaks. He's got the first down. That's a huge, huge first down for this Eagle offense. Down inside the 10. That's going to be a 1st and goal as he's breaking tackles, and that's inside the Oakdale red zone. Thank you, Red River Bank, our Louisiana community bank with branches all over Louisiana now, from north to south Louisiana, as the branches are in New Orleans and Baton Rouge and Lake Charles and Lafayette and here in Pineville, Alexandria, and Shreveport and Monroe. So, if your kids are going to any of the universities and colleges in and around the state, you can bank at Red River Bank and still be able to get some money to the kids if you want to. So here's the handoff to Hargrove, and he's got to hang on to the football. And they're dragging him. He's trying to get inside the 5. He's going to make it to the 5. They still say they marked it outside the 10, didn't they, Lewis?
No, they got a flag at the 10-yard line, and it was something on the Eagles. I didn't see the indication, but it's definitely coming back.
So I wonder, if you grab from the front and pull, as opposed to push from the back, is that a penalty?
I think that's a distinction without a difference. I really don't know the answer to that.
I haven't seen the actual call. Did you?
I think it had to do with the formation or maybe procedure.
Oh, yeah, maybe it happened before the snap. They had to rush, and then maybe not everybody was ready and set because they were down to 2 seconds when he got under center. Here's the handoff, try to break a hole. Breaking tackles, trying to come back to the near side is Hargrove, and, man, he picked up just a few. He's back inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line, but still going to be second down and 13 or 14. They can get a first down right at the goal line. Inside the 1, I believe, for the first down. Got plenty of time on the play clock. On the game clock, we're right at 2:20 and counting. So if they can keep going and score right here, they can take the lead, and then Oakdale gets the ball to start the second half, but run this clock out. Here's a pass. He's wide open if he can hit him, and he throws it. Caught. Oh, my goodness. Had it set up was that David Roberts, number
Yeah.
25? Oh, my gosh, he was wide open in the end zone. Pass was a little long, but David, not used to catching balls as a linebacker, although he does have an interception this year.
Was he at tight end, or did he release out of the backfield?
I
Because
think
he was wide open.
He was at tight end, I believe, because that's Cooper Scott coming back. David lines up. He's been lining up as the right tight end, and he just cut through. Nobody had him. I mean, we set it up with all the runs that we had. Wow. We can come back to that one. They're going to hand it off now, try the right side. John Tavius Hargrove trying to break tackles. Hit hard. That was number 44 coming in and laying the lumber for Oakdale. That was Connor Vinson, a 10th grader, hitting him with a couple other Warriors to take John Tavius Hargrove down. We got 4th down now and still like 13.
Yeah, I would think you'd want to go ahead and get the 3 points.
You would think. I mean, Ryan's had difficulty hitting some of these longer kicks. See if you can get them to jump off sides first, maybe. 20 seconds on the play clock, plenty of time. See if you can get them to jump. We got to stay still. 10 seconds. See what he does. He may call timeout to kind of set this one up. There's still two timeouts left that Menard has, and there's 1:14 to play under center. Yep, that's what they're going to do. He was trying to draw him off sides, and we'll probably set it up to see Ryan Hicks come in. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back right after these messages. Menard Eagle Football on 446sports.com.
The 2022 Time Dealer of the Year, Bob Giles, is now the new Hyundai dealer in Senla. Bob earned the industry's most prestigious award out of 16,000 new car dealers nationwide.
I'm coming right
Hi,
back.
I'm Bob Giles.
Okay.
I promise our team at the all-new Giles Hyundai will do everything possible to live up to the high standards that earned us this most prestigious honor. And with the utmost enthusiasm, we greatly look forward to serving you.
We're back live. I want to thank Jeff Latham tonight. He's at a football game watching Sam Houston play tonight, and got us on his phone watching us too, here. So great to have Jeff. He's been following us all year long, and just a great friend. He's enjoyed listening to us. In fact, he told me a story. He's like, his wife was saying, they were at a game and he had us on, and she was like, you never even went to that school. Menard. He's like, I know, but Tom's calling and I like it. It's been a lot of fun following him. Ryan Hicks now on for the 30-yard kick, and it is blocked. See if it's caught, and picked up by the defense and going to be brought down, but blocked extra point. Boy, Ryan just not getting anything on those kicks.
I couldn't tell if that was just a low kick or if somebody actually came up the middle.
They were all over it. I don't know if it would have been high, low, it would have mattered. They were down to about the 13-yard line. That was a heck of a drive, but just didn't finish, Lewis.
Yeah, they had that missed opportunity on that pass in the end zone. It was a good pass, just a little bit overthrown.
Yeah, boy, they had their shot for sure. I'll add that yardage up, but man, that's a lot of yardage. Here's the handoff up the middle, and they have hit at the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard falling forward. Dusang, Roberts, and Cooper Scott in on the tackle. Dusang and Roberts hit them first. 37 and no, that's 47, and 27 is 74, right?
47 and 27, yep, 74.
74. 154 yards of offense in the last two drives for the Eagles. Boy, they got the quarterback. Oh, that's a lateral. We can get the football. It'll be Eagle football as he threw it backwards. And that is a first turnover of the game as the Eagles wrapped up the quarterback, and he tried to get rid of it, but it went backwards, and I'm not sure who fell on it. There it is, number 4. That is Shelton Sampson with the recovery of the football. So the Eagles with a huge break with the first turnover of the game at the 20 seconds left in the game. Maddox Shelton. Who did I say?
Shelton Sampson.
Hey, no, who did he play for? You remember? I think he played for Avoyles.
Oh, okay.
Maddox Shelton. Great job by the defense to get the football. Yeah, they're putting number 13 in place. That's Aiden Moran. They're going to hand the ball up the middle as the ball. That's a touchdown, Eagles, in the final 20 seconds of the second quarter, the first half. Is that Cooper Scott with his second touchdown? No, David Roberts.
Yeah, it was.
They gave it to Roberts, number 25. That must have been, the ball was at the what, the 3?
Had to be close.
Or the
yeah,
2?
About the 3-yard line. You see where the yard marker is.
David Roberts gets the touchdown that he would have had if he could have caught the pass. So Hicks going to try for the extra point. Let's get this nailed down and put it through. And there's the kick. And it looks good. And he does have it. So the Eagles put another 7 on the board. And then we have 16 seconds left in the second quarter. And let's see. I don't think there's any flags. We don't have to redo it, do we? Nope. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back right after these messages. This is Menard Eagle Football on 446sports.com.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier. Transactions are getting safer. And you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use. Anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
And we're back live for the final 16 seconds, and the kick is a pooch one. It's going to be hauled in at the 30. Let's see if we can get him down, and we do at the Oakdale 41-yard line. And there'll be 12 seconds left on the clock for Oakdale. I would imagine they probably just kneel down here.
Yeah, that might have been what they should have done on that last drive.
Eagles with 14 unanswered points in the second quarter lead it 14-6. And things are exciting, man. It's fun to be on the leading end of in front of the football game, right? It's been a while for the Eagles. 2 touchdowns. I'll tell you what, this offense has worked tonight for sure. And the defense is playing with a pep in their step still. Under center. And they're going to look to pass. He's going to look to pass again. We've got pressure on him. He's going to try to get the edge. Hargrove. Whoa.
Oh.
Maddox Shelton with the one-handed tackle. But, boy, he was kind of out of position, wasn't he? Lewis?
What's that? Yeah, Shelton?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think he came from the other side of the field, which
okay,
not a bad play for him.
Just lucky he got that. The clock is running. That should run it out, and it does. Now we move to half as that gained about 5 yards. So fortunately, we did get the tackle, and 5 total yards, 90 yards. So we'll take a quick commercial break. Lewis just set it at the on the 50-yard line and pull the camera out a little bit so we can get the halftime stuff. And we're going to be back right after these messages with the halftime. You won't hear us for a while, but you'll see what's going on at halftime. That looks good right there.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, The trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family. For all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, Apparel and Promotions in Pineville.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Our halftime brought to you by the Wilder Group, your real estate, your friends in real estate. So give Rusty and Jennifer Wilder a call if you're looking to buy or sell. Apparently, we don't have anything going on tonight for halftime show. The Eaglettes aren't dancing. The drum line isn't doing anything over there, and the band. I thought maybe Oakdale would play, but they had their senior night tonight, and the seniors were all presented before the game. So when we come back, you're gonna see the commercial break for a little bit longer, and then we'll come back. You're just gonna see a shot of the field, and we'll be back shortly before the start of the game to kind of talk about halftime stats and recap the first half before we get into the second half. You're watching Menard Eagle Football on 446sports.com. And we're back live in Oakdale, Louisiana. It's about a 45-minute drive from Alexandria to the west.
It's all 4-lane now.
Yeah, 165 all the way down like you're heading to Lake Charles. The Oakdale Warriors, the school is tucked into just off of the interstate behind the railroad tracks down the main Boulevard Street that you go down. And it's a quaint little stadium. I mean, we're sitting right at about the 45-yard line. The Eagles are finishing their warm-ups. We've got about 24 seconds left before we get ready. Lewis, real quick, your impressions of the first half.
Well, they're moving the ball, and it's 95% of it, or more than that maybe, is all on the ground. So, and I haven't been at every game, but I'm very pleased that this running back that they have, John Tavius Hargrove, is just shredding.
Yeah.
It's a good combination of speed and power.
Well, we needed that because we lost Ruben Seastrunk at least for a couple of games, and he's been that speed and power, but he hadn't been here the last couple of games because of a little nagging injury. But John Tavius was playing defensive end, and really they were trying to keep him from going both ways. But they were like, hey, we got to put our best players over there, while we need them. And they move him out there, and he's running the ball well. That's why you're starting to see Carter's got a little speed. He can kind of hide out with his height and hide out behind folks and move from there.
And then you put Cooper Scott and Dave Roberts at fullback, and it's a pretty heavy combination back there.
Yeah, you're right about that. All right, we're going to pot him down and mute him until he gets out there to the camera and puts the headset back on. But so we'll take over here as Ryan Hicks gets set to kick. You can see him getting ready to set it up, and we're getting ready to start the third quarter. The Eagles lead at 14-6 in the first half, and boy, what a first half it was. We haven't seen one of these in a while as the Eagles lead at halftime. I think since Pickering, maybe the first time. We're getting some rain, so we're going to go silent on. There's the kickoff is not handled. They're going to drop at the 26-yard line. That's where the Oakdale will start as they got the ball, and it'll be their own 26. And we're going to have to haul the camera in, so we're going to go dark. Is it raining pretty hard? Okay. Oh, I see it. It's coming down steady. If it gets too bad, Lewis, let's just unplug it, and we'll bring the camera in. Get you out there. Well, if it gets too bad, if you see it, hey, will you hand me that jacket right there, please? Thanks. Lewis, can you drape this over it a little bit and still be able to see? Can you hear me? Get my jacket. Oh, there you are. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if that can be draped over the camera and still be able to see somehow. I don't know. If you see it getting too wet, we don't want to kill the camera. There you go. Hey, that's perfect right there. So here we go. The Warriors got a first down to about the 41-yard line, and the Eagles got a nice stop on that first down play. Lewis doing a good job of wrapping that camera up with my rain jacket. That's a heavy-duty rain jacket, so that may work if it doesn't get too bad. Just let us know, and we'll bring you back in.
Okay.
You're under the eave, though, aren't you?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Okay. As long as we don't get a wind blowing everything in. Here's a handoff to Vincent, I think, number 10. Nice job. That's Carter Marcantel coming up and making the tackle. Boy, he wrapped him up low and brought him down. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, about 3rd and 8 from the 42. And they got to get to just shy of the 50-yard line. And Eagles have 2 plays right here to kind of put a stop to it. Got to make sure that we hang on to the tackle, and then on offense we got to hang on to the football. It's going to be a little bit wet, but the Eagles doing a lot of running. They've been doing a great job hanging on to the football and killing the clock. It's only 8:20, and we're already starting the third quarter. Oakdale with the football. They're going to look to throw, and they got a man over the middle. It's tipped and caught, intercepted by the Eagles. That's Jaden Lewis picking it off at the 44-yard line for the Eagles. Ooh. Oh, you got to make sure Maddox Shelton doing a chest bump and knocked him on his.
That might have been the hardest hit he's had all day.
It might have been. Look, he's coming up limping. You got to be careful with that. Second turnover of the game for the Eagles. That ball was tipped. I'm not sure if that was Roberts or Cooper Scott that tipped it, but it flew up into the air, and Jaden Lewis came down with it. Second turnover of the night, the INT. They drove it to about the, what was it? What were they, Lewis? About the 44? 46, I think, is where they went. So the Eagles have it at their own 44, and there is Cooper Scott breaking tackles. He's got an 12-yard run. That's a first down on first down. Eagle 44. I'm trying to keep this stats a little bit. Lewis, we didn't talk about it on the air, but we talked about it a little bit between ourselves. But the first half, the Eagles had 266 unofficial official stats on most of it, all of it on the ground, because we missed that one pass in the end zone, and Oakdale was held to 90 yards for the Warriors in the first half. Here's the handoff to Hargrove. Boy, they got him around the edge and hit him behind the line, and that's going to be about a yard loss, half a yard loss back to the 45. Second down, and we'll call it 11.
Yeah, I think they had one completion, about a 5-yard completion in Vaughn's first trip out there as a quarterback.
Okay. Yeah, you know, the pass was just a tad long to Roberts. It hit him in the hands. He was stretched out for it, and he actually tipped it and almost had a shot at getting the rebound there and just couldn't do it. He laid out for it. But, boy, you know he wanted it. And then when he got the turnover right afterwards, here's Cooper Scott bulling his way through the defense, picking up big yardage down inside the 35 to about the 34-yard line. And that's going to set up third and short, as this Eagle offense and the defense are playing with so much emotion out there and drive. You know, I don't know that we've seen it, you know, like this probably since the Pickering game. I mean, they're moving people off the football.
Yeah, and those big running backs now, too. Cooper Scott and Dave Roberts, they're two loads to bring down.
Yeah, they're definitely punishing. There's Cooper again. Oh my gosh. You know he wants a touchdown bad. He's so close to breaking one. He's inside the 30. That's a first down for the Eagles. This drive starting at the Menard 44. They're going to try to finish it off. You know, we had the ball. Let's see. We got TD. I was going to say, I thought we were back-to-back drives with touchdowns, but we weren't because we had the turnover. And then we got the TD with Roberts. 3-yard run after the failed pass. It was a backwards pass. They called it a lateral and a fumble. So here's the handoff to Cooper Scott again, and he's got about 5 down to 25-yard line. That's going to set up second down. They must have a button like right there mid pole for that down marker, because he can change it real quick. So the Eagles looking over play clock. They got time. It's about 20 seconds on the play clock. See how much clock we chewed off. 7:20 to play in the third quarter. I was saying we're 7:20 to play, almost halfway through the quarter, Lewis, and it's 8:25.
Yeah.
Cooper Scott with the football. He's held around the ankles. That's going to be just a couple of yards. It's going to set up a third and a good 4 yards or so.
Well, neither team passes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Oakdale tried to pass on the last possession, and we saw why they don't pass, but, you know, that runs the clock.
I'll tell you, all the fans in the stands are probably excited that the fact that, you know, we got this deep before the rain started, and you can see the umbrellas out there. We got a good crowd, Lewis. Maybe when this drive is over, get a shot of the crowd across the way, the Menard Eagle crowd that showed up. Here's a handoff to Cooper Scott. Looks like he's going to bull his way, trying to get to the first down. He might be shy about a yard. It's going to set up fourth and short.
No, they're giving it to him.
No, they're waving him through. So that's down to the 17-yard line, and we are in the Red River Bank red zone. You know, the red zone has been breached. You know, every time it's been breached, it's been on this end of the field, Lewis. other than the touchdown, but I think.
Well, we had that one where we went for the field goal down here, and we missed it.
Oh, you know what? I missed it, didn't I? I apologize. Thank you for calling me out on that.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Welcome back. The Eagles' first down drive play right there goes to Cooper Scott. So, Red River Bank, I guess I owe you maybe one or two. I don't remember running your graphic at that time because that was a 31-yard field goal. So we were inside the red zone there. And then the Oakdale Warriors scored, and I don't think that was a 21-yard score, was it? Second down and 8 or 9, 14 seconds on the play clock. We might have to use a timeout here if we don't get a play called real quick. 9 seconds and counting. We're going to have to rush up. The last time we rushed like this, we had a penalty on us for not getting set.
No, didn't they do it again? Probably a timeout that time.
Yep. Coach finally got over there and made the timeout call.
I think that would have been a penalty.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They weren't set.
Because Jake Vaughn's not used to that. He gets under center, not even paying attention to the backs, and they're not even set. And then he snapped it, and we lost 5 yards on that one drive. I think that's the drive that we ended up getting the fumble. Cooper Scott, I hope he's just trying to tie a shoe down there. He's got his helmet off. The shoe must have come off, and his socks are all messed up. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, get a little wet. Hard to put it back on.
I hope they brought a change of socks. They may have to. They got the timeout. They may have to take him off the field to. Now they're definitely going to have to change his socks because he's walking on wet grass. Or does he have a shoe on? All right. He's got his helmet back on. We didn't take a break. Oh, my goodness. I forgot. Lewis, we might have been in trouble if I hadn't have seen that. I forgot to put my battery pack on.
Yeah, it's about the same.
So the Eagles, second down and 8 as, oh, man, did I not? I think I plugged it in. No, I didn't. All right, Lewis, take the call.
Hands it off to one of the running backs over the left side. I can't get his number. It's not Cooper Scott. I see him.
Was it David Roberts?
Not sure. It was over the left side, and they picked up just very short yardage.
I don't know what happened to my, oh man, this is gonna, where is it?
It might be time to try a little pass play here. You got 3rd and 7.
I think they're setting him up for that.
Roberts is a tight end. Same play off the left side.
I never pulled that. Oh, here we go. We're about to run out of battery power in my computer. Hang on, you keep calling it because I've got to take my headset off.
Looks like they're bringing in the field goal team.
Saved by the bell.
Ryan Hicks in for the field goal.
Oh, my goodness. With the wet ball, it's going to be tough. The snap, the hold is good. The kick is up. Did he hook it?
Plenty long enough.
Oh, he made it.
Plenty long enough. Good kick.
Where was that from? Coach Maddox up here with us, the special teams coach. Ryan finally nails one. That's 3 on the drive. Where did he kick that from? How far was that?
I think he kicked it from the 20. It might have been a 30-yarder.
Coach Maddox, was that a 30? 30-yarder? We're getting a call from the sideline on the yardage. We'll see. Do you remember how far we drove it?
We got it about the 40, so.
29 or 30-yarder, right on it, Lewis. Good job. So that would mean that the snap occurred from around the 22-yard line of Oakdale. As that's 28 and 6, 34-yard drive. No, 16. That's a 44-yard drive. And ended with the field goal. So the Eagles now have a 17-6 lead. I'm really happy for Ryan Hicks to be able to hit that field goal. And we're about to kick it off. We're going to take a break in the next opportunity we have and run a couple of commercials. They're not back there, and that ball, let's see if it dies. They have to pick it up at about the 1-yard line. Let's get down there and get coverage. And we miss a tackle. Now he's back inside the 5. He's going to break it. He's got one man to beat, Hicks. Hicks can't get him. He's running the sideline. Lewis misses him. And that's going to be a touchdown by number 10, Cedric Allison. He's going to score the touchdown on the kickoff return. They didn't have anybody back, and it died at about the 2-yard line. And we got an injured player back here at about the inside the 5. I'm not sure who that is as he was trying to make the tackle. But Ryan Hicks was one of the last ones, and he's been able to tackle the guys before, but he didn't get them. We'll call it a 99-yard kickoff return for the touchdown. And, boy, that puts them right back in it. While we have an injury timeout, as they're getting him up and kind of looking at him, hopefully it's not too bad, and I hope it's not one of – I don't want it to be anybody, but he's having difficulty coming off, and I can't get a number on that. Is that Hargrove?
It's hard to tell.
That'll be a big blow to the Eagles if it is one of our seniors coming off, and they're. Did they already go for 2?
No.
What are we doing? Did it not count as a touchdown?
There may have been a penalty back there.
Wow.
I was wondering about that. May have been a crackback block or something back there.
Well, that was pretty exciting. The kick was a good one by Hicks as he kicked it over everybody's head, and it died at about the 2-yard line. They went back and picked it up, and we had shots at him and could not get him. And they've got him up on the table back there. I can't tell who that was, down there that they're working on. We'll find out because we can look if it's Cooper. David Roberts is out there.
I never saw
Cooper Scott is out there.
Indication from the referee on what kind of penalty it was.
We got to look for number 9, Hargrove, and see. Yeah, Hargrove is out there. So here's a handoff going up the middle, and a nice stop by Carson Harrison, number 14. That's almost I think it's a first down pickup, though. Nope, just shy. It's going to be 2nd and inches. And number 4 is coming off limping. That is Charles Sherd, the junior, as that's where Carson Harrison kind of grabbed him by the ankles and took him down. And he's feeling that one coming off the sidelines. Not sure who's over there. I couldn't get a number on him, but Maddox Shelton is out there. You got, let's see, the Duncan's Pest Control lineup. Braylon Dusang is still out there, number 78. Melton is out there, 77 for the Eagles. Jack Melton. It looks like Kirk is still down there. That's Tari's Kite, maybe. Maybe it's Kirk out there that's down. Here's the handoff, and they stuff it at the line. Let's see if they give it to him. They're going to back it up. Looks like it.
It was already first down.
Okay.
So they're going
to give him a yard. Let's see who's out there. No, that's Deuce Kirk is still in the game, number 51. I don't see Kite yet. He may be just on the sidelines. Number 12, Gavin Hilton is back in the game. He's playing a cornerback over here. He's on man coverage. Let's see. They're gonna try to pitch, and they do get the pitch off. Boy, the block there. David Roberts trying to hang on for dear life. He was able to slow him down a bit while everybody else came and took him down. Everybody in on that one. Jaden Lewis getting up He's okay. Gavin Hilton kind of limping a little bit. Got to shake that off. That's going to be a first down for the Warriors. Boy, that was a big penalty, Lewis, to bring that ball all the way back.
It was about a 90-yard penalty plus 6 points.
Yeah, exactly. That put him right back in the ball game. The handoff, boy, Deuce Kirk read that one. Nobody blocked him. He came around the edge, hit him in the backfield.
Got a little extracurricular right here.
Maybe just a yard. Number 54, is that 54? Yeah, 64. That is Aiden Valet, who taking on Dusang. And that's where the little extracurricular activity that Lewis was talking about. Say hello to my mom. I don't know if she's still watching. She could be up. It's 8:35. She's probably still up. Plus, this game's exciting. And it's one of the first times we've probably been able to hang on to a crowd. Oh, what a hit. That's got to be Roberts. David Roberts, number 25, blew through the gap, Lewis, and hit him behind the line of scrimmage. I think that was number 2, Christian Jones, who took the hit. And no gain.
Good aggressive play by Roberts, taking it to him rather than waiting for the running back to take it to him. So
3rd and 8 from the 28-yard line or 29-yard line of the Warriors. Warriors moving right to left. If you had a radio dial to look at, but you're looking at the screen. So under center, they're going to hand it off up the middle, and he is stuffed. That is no gain. Oh, Roberts coming in. Dusang had him. Roberts finished him off. That was number 2, Christian Jones again. That's going to set up 4th and long, and this has got to be a punt. We'll see how we play this one. If that ball lands on the ground, I hope they go after it this time if they see it on the ground. And because that's going to cause the punter some trouble because they're – what do we got? Official – or that's the quarter. It is 8:35, and we are heading to the 4th quarter, Lewis. The Eagles lead it 17-6 as they have outscored the Oakdale Warriors 17-0 at the and holding them – 17-0 since some point in the 2nd quarter. So we'll be back right after these messages.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
The 2022 Time Dealer of the Year, Bob Giles, is now the new Hyundai dealer in Senla. Bob earned the industry's most prestigious award out of 16,000 new car dealers nationwide.
Hi, I'm Bob Giles, and I promise our team at the all-new Giles Hyundai will do everything possible to live up to the high standards that earned us this most prestigious honor. And with the utmost enthusiasm, we greatly look forward to serving you.
Oh, you know what? Have we been on mute the whole time?
I thought we were still on commercial break.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Thank goodness we've only lost one play.
One play, and then we had a player down with cramps, so they're tending to him right now. That's Cooper Scott.
Hey, boy, he's been running like crazy.
Well, he's been on the field all night.
Yeah.
So.
He's lost a lot of sweat. He needed that pickle juice. They'll give him some when he gets off on the side, try to get him going. But, well, he's earned those cramps. We've been talking like crazy. You ever had those situations where you're on the phone and the phone goes dead and you're still talking like 5 minutes later and someone's, you're going, hey, are you there?
I just thought, well, wow, that's a long commercial break. I hadn't heard Tom.
Oh, my gosh. All right, so Tioga beat Peabody last night 55-0. So while you were watching and not hearing anybody speak because we were muted, we saw the punt take it get all the way down to about the 25-yard line, and then everybody stacked up, and now, the fumble. Boy, Jake Vaughn finally got it, but this has not been a good series for the Eagles.
No, it's not raining much, but it's enough to make the ball a little slick, and that you got to be extra careful when that happens.
I'll tell you what, the Eagles had 2 terrible penalties on defense to give Oakdale, new life, which led to their only touchdown, which occurred at the start of the second quarter. And they've been really clean since then without penalties, but certainly here that they have not turned the ball over but came close. So far winning the turnover battle with a fumble and an interception by the other team. And here's Hargrove with a big third down, getting all that lost yardage, and he picked up about 3 yards, made it a 4th and 9.
Yeah, and that's a conservative call, but at this stage of the game, you're up 17-6 in the fourth quarter. You don't want an unnecessary turnover on the pass, trying to force something. So good conservative call on the part of the coach.
Yep, they that fumble that was recovered, Jake Vaughn losing the football and losing about 5 or 6 yards. I guess I call it 1 yard on that because they only got 1 yard into the first down that they had, but they really got about 7 on that run. So we'll be about 6 yards. That's why I call it the very unofficial official stats, because I really only give them from what the first down marker is.
Right, they only had a 1 yard drive, but they picked up 6 or 7 on that one play.
Yeah, but I guess it kind of, you could show, -6, and then they picked it back up. Boy, did that hit him? He's gonna try to scoop it up and then try to make a play, and boy, the Eagles are right there. Great coverage. Number 31, Branson Buller, and 29, Carter Marcantel. What a play by Marcantel to fight off the block and make the tackle. Boy, he is playing. You all right? Camera slip? Yeah, you just got to pull it up. There you go. The handle just moved on you, huh?
Yeah, I hit the cord.
The HDMI cord?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing. Thank goodness we have that taped up. So the Warriors are starting at their own 33-yard line, and the Eagles stack them up. Dusang trying to get him down. Boy, the defensive line having a wonderful night tonight. Getting the stops. That's going to pick up only 1 yard line as Dusang got hit him at the line of scrimmage, and he kind of lost the battle a little bit because he hit him high, and that running back, I couldn't get a number on him, was able to fall forward for the yard. Dusang and them, they're getting a read and being able to move over. They think they're going to run it to the far side of the field. They're going to look to throw to the flats, and it's caught. And let's see if we can. Jaden Lewis doing a nice job of taking him down. Oh, no, that's Gavin Hilton. And we got an injured player a little bit, getting up slow. I think he was kind of bent over a little bit.
Yeah.
Number 14, Dakota Johnson. He's up. He's got probably a tweaked ankle a little bit, the way that tackle occurred. Sometimes you have the players fall on the legs of the runner, and the runner's trying to fight for yardage, and and you're getting twisted around differently. But he's limping a little bit, trying to shake it off, see if he can get back in the game. He's made a couple of good plays tonight. Under center is number 11, Kate Dozot. And they're going to hand it off up the middle. Boy, he is stuffed in the middle. That was David Roberts, number 25, filling the gap and hit him hard and stood him up and took him down for maybe a yard gain. We got 4th down and 3 at the 41-yard line, as you can see it right there at the 41. They got to get to the 44 for the first down. This would be another big play for the Eagles on this 4th down. So far, only 6 yards. That's about 8 yards. And they're going to try the pitch, and they get it. Boy, that he might get the first down and then some. There's Vincent. He's got the outside edge, and he's not going to be caught. That's going to be a touchdown. That is a 60-yard run for number 10, Cedric Allison, not Vincent, excuse me. Cedric Allison with the 60-yard run. That was, I'm not sure what is that an ambulance over there or a fire truck?
Fire truck.
That was the young man, Cedric Allison, who had the 99-yard kickoff return brought back.
Right. And they're going to go for 2. Get the swinging gate.
Yeah, so the Eagles field goal, if they're able to get this, boy, it hit him hard. He's trying to throw, looking to throw. He's going to try to get the corner. They could, throw him out of bounds. Was he past the line?
No, I get.
We lost control of the wide receiver, number 14, Dakota Johnson, the young man who was injured on the that little running play that they had. He stopped at the line and then backed up and was not tackled, and all of our guys left the receiver, and he threw it into the end zone for the completion of the 2-point conversion. And Oakdale, as you can hear the fans, let you hear that, trying to get this football team fired up with 7:45 to go in the football game. It is 17-14 with that 2-point conversion. Lewis, big play right there.
Yeah, and it's time to grind. They're going to have to just grind out a nice long 5 or 6 minute drive on the ground and just put this game away. They're capable of doing that. They did it in the first half.
So I'm trying to give the score over to our other guys so they can update it. Let's see. Grant has a bye. West Monroe 14, Ash 6 at the half is what we have. And they're up in Monroe tonight.
Yep.
Marksville 6, Buckeyes 0 in the second quarter is all we have for an update. Let's see, Bolton 14, Bunkie 21. We have that score in the second quarter. Northwood Lena 0, LaSalle 14 in the second quarter. See if they're going to try an onside kick here or take the momentum and go ahead and kick it deep. I think that's Maddox Shelton standing at his about 10-yard line. See what he'll do to haul it in.
Yeah, I wouldn't think they'd want to give us a short field right here.
No, they were able to stop us, but there it is. It is. Oh, what a great job! Ooh, they're going to call a flag on that. Come on, he's able to block. That was Ryan Hicks with the great stop at the Eagle 48-yard line, but they're going to call personal foul on 57, and that was a legal block. Cooper Brown.
It was a legal block. Just the timing of it was the question.
Yeah, but he wasn't looking back to see that Ryan Hicks had covered the ball. That's what you got to do on an onside kick. Don't you set yourself up for a block, with an onside kick like that? He was looking to walk it toward Oakdale. I was like, go ahead. But they stopped him. Man, oh, man, it's a 15-yard penalty going to set us back. Wait, is that?
He only stepped off 10.
Yeah, it's only 10.
Got to go 5 more.
I would imagine you got to go 5 more.
There you go.
There you go. Going to be at the 34-yard line. Still good field position, just not as good. So the Eagles have to get a drive. They have to get a drive. Run this clock down and win the game right here.
Yep.
So Oakdale answered now with 8 points of their own. They trail by 3. The Eagles have the 17-14 lead with 7:44 to go in the game. And we're going to look at a pass. We got it set up. Robert, he can't get it off. Get rid of it. There's the pass out of bounds. Nice job by Jake Vaughn to not go down and to give himself a little time. He was running to his right, and he's a left-handed thrower, and they just had 3 guys there.
And they were all covered. I mean, it's a good play on his part not to force one there because there was nobody open.
Well, there's a flag being picked up, but I don't see anything being marked off. Not sure. Maybe it just fell out of his pocket. 2nd down and 10 as the Eagles pass play didn't fool anybody. Cooper Scott, David Roberts. David Roberts coming in as a tight end. Carter Marcantel and John Tavius Hargrove. They give it to Hargrove, and he's going to try the outside. They're filling those gaps now. They've made some adjustments. They've made some adjustments on defense and have done a nice job the last 2 drives to kind of stop the Eagles. We've got to switch things up a little bit.
Yeah, I like that. You know, you fake the handoff and you run the pitch the opposite way, or quarterback keep the opposite way.
You know, I wonder if you wouldn't, bring in Henry a little bit, just try to, just maybe for a down or a series and try a pass over the middle or something where the Oakdale's kind of unsure as to what we would do on that. Here's the handoff to Carter Marcantel. Picks up nice yardage to the 40, but it's not going to be enough for the first down. We're sitting at a 4th down and 3 now. And do we put the defense that just gave up a pretty good drive? 30 seconds. We got plenty of time. Are we going to go for it? We've already used the timeout here in the second half. We have 2 left if they want to think about it. 6:25 and counting. Eagles clinging to a 3-point lead at 17-14.
This may be a let's see if we can draw them off type of thing.
Try to draw them off. They have not done that. They stand far enough away that if they do jump, now we're down to 2. It's going to be a timeout. The Eagles will think about it. You almost have to think that they may bring in Ryan Hicks.
I don't know if I'd have called a timeout there. Just take the penalty.
So we'll take a quick break and be back right after this. We are back live now, and the Eagles are going to punt it. Ryan Hicks is out there standing at his 29. This is something Brock Bordelon's – no, he's not even centering. That's Michael Henry, the junior, and the snap is right there on the spot. The kick is end over end, hauled in at the 25-yard line. He's got the edge. See if we can get out there. Nice job by David Roberts to run through that block and take him down. That's all right. Number 13, Roberts, a little bit. Elijah Anderson with a little in your chest.
Roberts looked like he was in the rodeo right there.
Yeah. All he needed was the rope, right? Tie him up. Tie his feet.
They didn't like him being that aggressive, but that's a good play. He went right through the blocker to get to the runner.
How far?
I'm not sure where probably around the 25-yard line is where he caught it.
Let's see. Oakdale 36. I lost track. Here's the handoff up the middle. Oh, missed tackle. That, man, he's got a hole. He jumps over him. Cooper Scott trying to take the ball out instead of tackling him. Maddox Shelton, the only one. There's a flag on the play. Maybe a block in the back. Cooper Scott trying to rip the ball instead of tackling him at about the 28. And boy, number 10, Cedric Allison, having a big night in big second half. He was able to get to the outside. Fortunately, flag down, maybe call it back instead. Instead of being inside the 20, the Eagle 20. And this is with the clock running 5:35. Boy, the Eagles kind of stalling out here. They got to figure out how to win this and not give up the lead. Allison, man, he's tired. You know, he had that 98-yard kickoff return called back. And so a big run there going to be called back, but I'm not sure how far. Folks, I'm just going to tell you right now, I don't know what is going on with the system, but, you know, we've got on Boxcast the recordings, you know, as far as the recording for this game, it couldn't happen at a worse time in the fourth quarter, saying that I am out of disk space, but that's supposed to be through Boxcast, not on my computer. So we may not have this rest of this fourth quarter recorded for the archive. Here's the handoff to number 2 up the middle, taken down, for a pretty good gain, maybe 4 yards. Going to set up second down and 6 as the clock is ticking down inside of 5:30. 5:30 to go.
The crowd certainly energized, and that's transferring over to the players. They just look like they have a little more pep in their step this quarter.
Yeah, the Eagles got to get after it right here. You know, they've been playing hard, but you hadn't won the game yet. We need to get in there and stuff them just like that.
Good play there.
That is Dusang and Kirk and Roberts. They got the penetration. I think that was no gain. It's going to set up 3rd and 6 or 7. It looks like. I don't remember how far we got on that last drive. We got up to about the 40. We didn't get a first down, did we?
No.
Maybe 5-6 yards. I'm going to call it 39-yard line and call it 5 yards. So the last 2 drives, we got a timeout. Oakdale's first timeout. 4:36 to play in this football game. You know, certainly we talked about how fast the game was going, but it slowed down a little bit. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back right after these messages. This is Menard Eagle Football on 446sports.com.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
And we're back live. 3rd down. I thought it was 4th down.
No.
So 3rd down and 7, we'll call it. They fake it. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man over the middle. He's got good cover. Carson Harrison beaten by number 14, Dakota Johnson, who had been injured earlier, and he seemed to have shaked off the injury. We got a flag on the play, maybe, on the sideline. See if it happened.
It's probably going to be after the play.
After the touchdown.
I think they had a couple of guys leave the bench after.
Let's see if they count the touchdown. Coach is not. Coach Dietrich.
The flag was thrown after the touchdown was scored. And I thought it was because you had some players leave the bench after the touchdown. I don't know why that would nullify the touchdown, but
it was the line judge saying, looked like it happened right around.
Yeah, touchdown's
okay.
Touchdown's going to count.
Touchdown stands. Well, wow, what a turnaround of events here for this Eagle football team. You know, a team that had a lead and were in control, and now all of a sudden the wheels are falling off. But they still have a chance because of that field goal. And if they can stop the two-point conversion and everybody just play their position and not try to come and have everybody tackle number 14, Dakota Johnson, he will take the snap for this two-point conversion try, and he's going to roll out. He's trying to throw over the middle. It is caught standing in the end zone. Not sure why you're not standing in front of the player. All he did was use his body and stand in front of the defender.
Well, I mean, it really, I guess it matters because a field goal would have tied. Now a touchdown's going to win it either way.
Well, no, that's true. I mean,
and we got
just a raw touchdown wins it 23-22 with 4:26 to play in the game.
And we got plenty of time.
Well, they don't know how to kick. They go for two all the time. So, I mean, they had no choice. You know, I guess, you know, now you say, hey, look, if they score a touchdown and go for the extra point, you're looking at 24-22, and if we have time, maybe we try to throw our kicker out there just as a last-ditch effort, right? But the Eagles have to figure out how to get into the proper mindset and not hurt themselves with penalties or turnovers and be able to drive this ball down and put it in the end zone to kind of tell themselves they know how to win a football game.
Yeah, they're gonna have to kick from the 25-yard line. That 15-yard penalty is going to be stepped off on the kickoff. So we're going to get decent field position, and I doubt they kick an onside kick this time. So we'll get decent field position. Just need to field the kick, secure it, and let's get this drive going to win the game.
So here we are, ball at the 25. It looks like they're not planning on onside kicking the ball. TD. So here's the long kick. Maddox Shelton hauls it in at the 20. He can get some, he's got some speed. Let's break it. He's broke a tackle. He's getting to the outside. They track him down from behind at the 40-yard line, and that is exactly what the Eagles needed. Cooper Scott run over from behind. He's slow to get up as Maddox Shelton ran right up onto him with the defender and got Cooper Scott from behind. 33 was trying to throw a block, and he's laid out. I don't know if it's just sheer, you know, being tired, but hopefully it's nothing serious. He's getting up,
yeah.
And it could be just that he's exhausted. He's been fighting cramps, and he got run in from behind and maybe lost his breath or something. But what a return. That is 10, 20, 30, 40, almost 45-yard return for the Eagles, and they have it at the Oakdale 36-yard line. And talk about quiet down a crowd, Lewis.
Yeah. The crowd has really gotten into the game, and like I said, it kind of transferred over to the team. Oakdale really played with a lot more energy in that fourth quarter. Now it's just time for Menard to do what they did in the first half and just grind out 4 or 5 yards a pop. They got plenty of time. They have at least one timeout, possibly two.
We're going with a spread offense now. Not sure if that's Gavin Hilton. No, that's John Tavius Hargrove. 2 receiver sets, now man in motion. That is Gavin Hilton coming back in the game. We haven't seen him much. Here's Vaughn trying to run the ball. He's just really small. He's got a little bit of speed, but trying to go up. Our offensive linemen are losing the battle at the line of scrimmage right now. That's just a short 2-yard gain.
Well, they tried
to the 35.
Tried to spread them out, spread out the Oakdale defense, and if you do that, you only have 1 or 2 guys you got to beat up front, but their front did a good job of stopping that run.
Yeah, that front is number 32. That is Gavin Jack. And 54, Paul Subion, I think. Number 7, Justin Alsbury.
But I'm not sure why we're going into the passing. We haven't done that the whole game.
Trip receivers, throw it out to the flat. Oh, and it's blocked. Blocked by number 7. We had him wide open over there, but Jake has got to pay attention to who's got the edge. We certainly didn't block him out of the way. Let him run in, and he blocks it.
Yeah, he was open.
3rd and 8, but Hargrove was wide open. And
yeah, he went to the right guy. Just a defender made a good play on the ball, blocked it.
For some reason, we didn't chip him to slow him down, let him in the backfield, and Jake just turned and threw it, not even looking to see who was there. Fortunately, it was just a hand on the ball and knocked it down instead of picking it because there was nobody there to tackle him. I don't know. We're down. We're going to call our last timeout. We only got 1 left, and that's it. And the Eagles are going to use it. The Eagles trail with 3:29 to play, 22-17. Oakdale with 16 unanswered points after the Eagles put 17 unanswered points on the board and took a 17-6 lead. And the Warriors are dancing on the field right now, and deservedly so. That big plays have killed us.
Yeah, and big plays, they've had several and they've got called back. So they've had a big play second half.
They had a touchdown called back, or they'd be up by, 30-17, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I know Jake has had a great night tonight, but Michael Henry.
I don't know why they went into the pass mode. They had plenty of time just to grind out on the ground, which they've had success with tonight.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the energy level has certainly switched sides. I mean, look at our crowd over there sitting on their hands, trying not getting their hands wet. Here's the pass to Gavin Hilton. He's got some speed. He's going to get the first down. Maybe they'll start cheering. He's coming to the edge. He's down to the 20, to the 10, and that's what he can do. He's inside the Red River Bank red zone for the first time, well, at least this half, on that end of the field, and the Eagles will have the football. Are they saying he's out of bounds at the 13 or the 12?
Yeah, that's about where he went out.
Okay. I saw it at the 10. Now we're bringing in the big crew, so now we're going to try to run the ball like we did before. What a big play with the kind of a pass out into the flats to Gavin Hilton, and he turned on the speed. They haven't seen him most of the night, so they didn't realize just how fast he was because he just started playing really on the offense.
Well, and that was a good play. They were putting some pressure on the quarterback, not giving him a lot of time to throw the ball, and that's the best way to stop that is to run a screen.
Back in the heavy set, Carter Marcantel with the ball. Just hang on to it. He spins around, picks up a couple of yards. Looks like they're only giving him 2 down. They're marking at the 11. Man, I tell you. You can get the first down at the 2-yard line, and right now we're just about running the clock and, trying to end this game with a touchdown. All we need is a touchdown. 6 points wins it at 23-22. You got 2:52 to play, 17 seconds on the play clock. We just got to pick up a first down. Jontavius Hargrove trying to get to the outside, cutting it up. The defense, number 4, with a huge play to force Jontavius to kind of go around him. That's Charles Sherd. And we're going to, I think, fortunate that we got a no gain on that. The ball's still at the 11. 3rd down and 9. The ball's at the 11. They got to get to the 2. Now we're going to spread them out again with Jaden Lewis. Hargrove's going to be back there. Gavin Hilton going to play. They've got trip receivers. No, now they're bringing it back. We haven't seen Jordan Rich get into the play. Gavin's got to make that catch. Gavin's got to make that catch. That ball was right in his hands. 4th down. We have no timeouts. 2 minutes on the clock. On the game clock. 4th down and 9. I don't know. You can't run that short pass and hope that he gets the 9.
No, you gotta throw something downfield a little bit.
Come on. You don't have – well, you got 20 seconds, but you better make a call and get them set. 17-16. No, that's just on the play clock. You don't have a timeout. Get the play call in. 10 seconds. Come on. 5, 4, 3. Can't afford a penalty. There it is. Got it off. Here's a pass. Going to the end zone. To Jaden Lewis. It's a push off.
Yeah.
There, they got him. That's a touchdown, but I saw the flag come out. He pushed off to gain a position. He caught the pass for the touchdown, but that's going to be pass interference on Jaden Lewis.
Yeah, that was an easy call. He definitely pushed off and got position.
That is the correct call. 4th down and 9. Touchdown pass was good, but that's going to back it up and make it extremely, extremely difficult now. 1:54 on the game clock. That's all we have left to play. It's pass interference on Jaden Lewis. He extended those arms and got his separation. I know the coaches don't like it, but when they see the film, they're going to see that it was real. And that's going to back it up. From 4th and 9. And they got to go now all the way from the 25-yard line
to about the 3. They can still pick up a first down.
Yep. They're going to have to move it. There you go. You got to get the count right. 26-yard line, and they got to go down to about the 2. So they need 24 yards on 4th down. And I don't know why Oakdale just didn't have everybody back. You got to throw it in the end zone. Come on, chunk it, chunk it, chunk it. It's caught by the lineman. And that's going to be the ball game, folks. That's a penalty. With 1:52 left, Menard has no timeouts. And I don't know why Jake just didn't chunk it when he had a chance. But that's a youngster. He's a true freshman. Not true freshman, like it's college. He's a freshman. But you got to hand it.
Yeah, but you got to throw the ball, and you might get a pass interference penalty. You might get a tip ball or whatever. But throw it out there. Let's give somebody a chance.
Yep. I mean, this game was there to be had by the Eagles. I'm not sure what this is going to do, but, I think it probably is going to end their hopes for a playoff game. We'll have one more game. Oakdale's going to take a timeout, and they've got a young girl, a girl on the team. You can see her right there. I don't know. She's got her helmet on. Maybe she comes in and is able to take a snap. The Eagles need the ball. They need a turnover, but I don't think without any timeouts, all they got to do is get in a victory formation and take a knee.
Yep, that's all it takes. I think the play clock will reset 40 seconds.
You got 1:49 to go. And the Eagles have to know they had this one in hand and let it slip. Offense had a difficult time moving the football all the way back to the 26-yard line. All told, that they ended up only 10 yards, after the penalties, because they started that drive at the Oakdale 36. In the 4th quarter, Lewis, the last 3 drives, 1 yard, 5 yard, and 10 yards for the Eagles. 16 yards in the 4th quarter, 44 in the 3rd. They had 266 in the first half.
Yeah, and all on the ground.
Opposite, Oakdale with 49 yards in the 3rd quarter and 126 in the 4th. For a total of 175 yards in the second half when they only had 90 in the first. So a tale of 2 halves where the adjustments were made by Oakdale. Their defense figured out, they came up with a strategy to stop that heavy set run that we had such success with. They shut out Hargrove from the outside, in terms of, I guess, outside of that first run that he had.
And, Cooper Scott, he did a lot of the running in the first half, and he went down a couple times with cramps and just exhaustion, and, wasn't able to really play to the level that he played in the first half on offense.
Got under a minute right now, and 33 seconds on the play clock. And the coach is really upset. Apparently, I don't know if the clock had stopped. I'm wondering, but now there's 22 seconds, but they've got to take – Menard actually might get the ball back here. They're going to have to take a knee. And
no, they got 2 more down. So.
No, it's third down.
Oh,
no, okay, yeah. Now they're under 40.
Yeah.
So that's it. They don't have to run another play. So the Oakdale Warriors will win the game 22-17 as the clock runs down, and this one really hurts for the seniors and the Menard Eagles as everybody's going to the center field. Let's take a commercial break, and we'll be back to wrap things up. You can go ahead and start taking down the camera and all that, and we'll just bring it back to the camera back here.
Okay.
You're watching Menard Eagle Football on 446sports.com.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
The 2022 Time Dealer of the Year, Bob Giles, is now the new Hyundai dealer in Cenla. Bob earned the industry's most prestigious award out of 16,000 new car dealers nationwide.
Hi, I'm Bob Giles, and I promise our team at the all-new Giles Hyundai will do everything possible to live up to the high standards that earned us this most prestigious honor. And with the utmost enthusiasm, we greatly look forward to serving you.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
And we are back live in Oakdale, Louisiana. And, man, that's tough. Here we are back in the press box. We're going to close it out tonight. And Menard had it. It was right there for the taking. And just that fourth quarter belonged to Oakdale. I mean, they made all the plays, and Menard did not.
They made the plays on offense. They had some big gainers on offense. And of course, they had that one kickoff return that was for a touchdown that was called back. But that even the called back touchdown got the momentum in the crowd. You saw the players get a little more energized. And I think they made some adjustments at halftime on their defense to stop our running attack. Like you said, 264 yards in the first half. And probably 259 of those were on the ground.
Right.
And they just shut that down in the second half. A big part of that, I think, was Cooper Scott. You know, he went down a couple times with cramps and exhaustion and just wasn't able, he didn't have enough gas in his tank to keep doing what he was doing in the first half because he was instrumental in that running game.
Well, and I'll tell you, one of the big things, too, was that first drive that Menard had in the third quarter, first drive of the second half, started out with like a 50-yard run by John Tavius Hargrove. They started at their 44, and they ended up at the Oakdale 22, 44 yards, on the ground. But they ended up having to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown, which would have taken a 21, to 7 lead at the time. They settled for 6. It was 17-6 at that point. They only had 3 more drives, and those were in the fourth quarter, and it was 1, 5, and 10 yards.
Right.
So that just tells you what happened. I mean, Oakdale kept the ball. I mean, the clock just ran like crazy in the third because they only had 20 yards and then 29, on their second drive. They took it 29 yards. They only had 49 yards in the third quarter. I mean, that third quarter went like that. And then they ended up with 16 points to finish out the game with the 22-17 victory tonight. Menard falls to 2-6 on the year. 1-3 in district play. We have one game left down in Baton Rouge next Friday. We'll have the coaches show on Wednesday, but I just have to think that probably ends unless there's some losses down the road, or tonight and yesterday that pull some teams down below Menard because they've had such a tough schedule that they played.
But losing to Oakdale, you can't. I don't know what Oakdale's power ranking or whatever they call it is.
Well, it hurts.
But it can't be much, with their record.
Number 11? Oh, so we're being told that Oakdale's number 11 so in their power ranking. So really, we're number 24, but on their end, they're public school. So, it's a different classification, the select classification, right, whereas we're non-select. So actually, that's going to not really hurt Menard all that much in terms of the ranking because every team we've played has been either right at the top 10 or in the top 10 outside of Pickering and Pineville, and we won both of those games. So it'll be vital that we beat Glen Oaks because Glen Oaks is sitting at 2-8 or 2-7 right now, and so we will take them on next Friday, and we have to beat them in order to be able to beat all the teams that are ranked below us, and maybe we're still in. So maybe I jumped the gun a little bit. But that's it. Lewis, final words tonight?
Like I said, a tale of two halves. I mean, it was all Menard first half, and then Oakdale kind of took control of the second half and was able to score enough to overcome the deficit.
Well, thank you so much. It was great to have you back, man. It was great to call the game with you. I mean, David and I have been having a blast, but we did it for so long together. So I'm glad things are going well. Your golf game is not as great as it was, but. I'm glad to know. Well, no, I can't say that. You were here and they won. We were having that great game up until the fourth quarter, and I thought, man, Lewis will bring the win. We're gonna have to find a way to get you down to Baton Rouge next week, but it just wasn't meant to be. The Eagles dropped tonight, 22-17. No turnovers on the night, but some penalties really hurt us big time. And giving up some runs to the outside and not being able to tackle number 10, who had a big night tonight for the Oakdale Warriors. So want to thank everybody. It was a great game. Hopefully you stayed for the whole game because it was exciting all the way throughout. I think I made a mistake when I said that it won't be archived. Boxcast will still have it. Apparently my computer's disk is full, because I've been recording every game. So now I got to figure out how to go get all those recordings off and kill them so I can get all my memory back. So I'll figure that out, before Wednesday night. Coach's Show next Wednesday. We'll recap this game, talk about Glen Oaks and the final game, a regular season game of the year. But the Eagles, unfortunately, they'll finish third in the district or fourth in the district behind Oakdale and ahead of Pickering because we got the victory. So that does it tonight. Y'all have a blessed weekend and a great night tonight. Thanks again for joining us here for Menard Football on 446 Sports. For Lewis Love, I'm Tom Boucher. Have a great night. God bless, and we'll see you next Wednesday for the Coach's Show at 6 p.m.